Sex should not be something that you are both ashamed of. You both enjoy it. Hey champs, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to get really spicy. So I advise you to tone down the volume of your phone or use an earphone so that you don't disturb people around you. Today we are talking about 4 ways that you can give your partner, your wife, your babe, your girlfriend, your side chick. I know 4 ways you can give her an intense orgasm in less than 10 minutes. I'm telling you, and this does not involve you using your big man, all right. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you check out my videos. I'm sure you'll find it really interesting. So make sure you subscribe before you leave. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for sticking with me. Alright, so guys, let's go properly into this video because we're trying to keep it very short and simple. Now, there are different ways that you could pleasure a woman. But the very first tip I'm going to tell you, the very first way that you can give a woman an intense orgasm is by first understanding how a woman's body works. A lot of you just want to enjoy the woman's warmth. You just want to be in the entire woman's body. But you don't know what her body looks like. You don't know what it means to pleasure a woman. You don't even know what the vagina looks like. You don't know what the G-spot is. You don't know what the clitoris looks like. You don't know what to do with it. You don't know all of the original zones of a woman's body. You don't know where to touch her to turn her on. You don't know where to kiss. You don't know where to stimulate to give her pleasure. You just think in your mind, because you know when you have sexual intercourse, babies come out, so you just know the whole. To put you what you're supposed to put, and everything is done like you have no idea how a woman's body works, so you need to research. That's the very first way to give a woman intense orgasm. You need to understand. Watching videos like this will help you and try to understand what the whole honeypot looks like so that you can say, oh, this is the spot that when you touch, she will scream. This is the spot that when you touch, she's gonna feel pain. This is the spot that you need to be careful about, so you need to go learn what you're going to do. You need to understand how a woman's body looks like and how it works, so that you don't go in as a novice and the girl is like lying down, looking at you like, what is he doing? So that's the very first step in giving the woman intense pleasure. Secondly, is you need to learn how to communicate with your partner. Communication is key, and I would have said that with this point, but you don't understand the woman's body is number 1. So communication is number 2. Don't ever assume that you know everything, and don't ever assume that 2 women are the same. The first woman could like penetration, and a second one doesn't want penetration. So you get confused like, but this is what the first work for me. Every woman is different. So when you get a woman, when you want to please a woman, when you want to give a woman intense orgasm, it is advisable that you understand the woman you are bringing home. It could be your wife, your girlfriend, a one-night stand, whatever. As long as you have intention to pleasure this woman, you need to communicate. If this person is your wife or your girlfriend, it's advisable that you build a relationship to make it possible for communication to be easy. If it's a one-night stand, of course, you just have to pay her and be on your way, or just say thank you for doing business with you and be on your way. But if it's your partner, I will encourage that you guys learn how to communicate. Make it very open. Sex should not be something that you are both ashamed of. You both enjoyed it. So what's the point of being ashamed? So if you're going to do it, Make sure you enjoy it. Now, the end point of having sex might not necessarily be orgasm, but it is advisable that you guys enjoy it anyways. So make sure that you communicate. Most times, women are the ones who find it difficult to communicate. You know the society that we live in. Women find it hard to tell you exactly what they want and how they want it, because they don't want you to perceive them as a sinner. Because I don't want you to see them like bad people or people who have slept with so many men. So they know too much about sex. So a lot of times a woman will keep quiet and allow you to do what you want to do. But that's actually not good. So when you start dating someone, when you're with your wife, make her understand that you want to please her. So when you're doing something, try to get feedback. Maybe after you guys are done, try to understand, did you like this? Did you enjoy this? Is there something you want me to try next time? Or is there something you want me to repeat next time? Try to get feedbacks like this. It will make it easier for you. Because now, once you already understand what she likes when you go into the room, you don't have to be doing try and error. You go straight to what she likes. You give an orgasm in 5 minutes. You go in for your 3 minutes to 5 minutes, and that's okay. Nobody's going to call you a 2 minutes man because you gave her pleasure. So she's going to respect you because you are giving her what she wants, honestly. So you need to communicate with your woman, and you need to create a safe space where your woman is comfortable enough to tell you what tickles her, what makes her horny, and what gives her mad and intense pleasure. So make sure communication is open and comfortable for your woman to be able to tell you what she likes. And this works. This goes for every woman. So if woman number 1 tells you today, tomorrow if you change your woman, make sure you try to understand what makes her happy, because it might not be the same as what made the first person happy. Now into the spiciness of this video. There are 2 ways you could give a woman intense orgasm. There are so many ways, but let's talk about these 2 traditional ways to give a woman intense orgasm. And the first one, which is kind of like the easiest way to give a woman orgasm, is by clitoral stimulation. What is this? Clitoral stimulation is when you stimulate the clitoris. Now, you see, if you don't know what the clitoris is, that means you have no idea about a woman's body. And that's why I told you the very first thing is go understand a woman's body. Okay? Because I'm not going to start explaining to you what a clitoris is. So make sure you go do that research in case you don't know what it is. But like when you're trying to satisfy a woman, the very easiest way to give a woman the orgasm is by playing with her clitoris. Now, a study has shown that almost 75% of women will not have an orgasm during penetration only through clitoral stimulation. That's why a lot of girls are becoming lesbians, because it's just easier to do the scissors in and grind and give each other pleasure. Because a lot of you guys don't know how to concentrate on the clitoris to give a woman pleasure. You just believe that you have to use dick energy all the time, and it doesn't work for a lot of women. So you guys need to learn how to stimulate the clit. What do you do when it comes to the clit? The clit is a very small ball, very, very sensitive. It is hooded. There's a little hood over the clit to protect it, because it is very, very sensitive. When you start to kiss and smush your woman, blood goes directly into the clit, makes it pumped up and jacked up and ready to have an orgasm. You know how you get turned on, your big man starts taking blood, and starts enlarging and getting big. That's exactly how the clit works. And if it's pumped, pumped enough, she's going to get a clitoral orgasm. So now when you start kissing her, stimulating her, the quill get filled with blood. you start producing some gel-like substance that lubricates it to make it easier for you to please using your fingers or your lips, your mouth, your tongue. Everything that you have here except your teeth, because your teeth is very sensitive, so you should never ever let your teeth touch the clit head. Alright, now, the easiest way to stimulate the cleats using your fingers is by going in circles. So we're assuming that the clit is now very, very lubricated. So you're going in using 2 fingers. What you're doing is just going in circles around the clit, hoping that it's lubricated. If it's not lubricated, make sure you add some lubricant, some oils. Don't use your saliva because I know you could. Using your saliva is not very advisable. Although I know a lot of people use the saliva, it's not healthy. But I know people do it. So you use your 2 fingers and you go in circles around the clit. Now the trick here is not to apply too much pressure. Apply something that is very comfortable. That's why the second point I mentioned was communication. Communication is very important. So when you're going in circles and you are trying to keep going, if you're with a woman that's very vocal, that you guys communicate, obviously she's going to tell you when to keep going. So when she tells you, don't stop, keep going, then you know you're doing a good job. If she doesn't talk, what you should know is just keep rubbing a little pressure. You're applying a little pressure, just a little pressure. Now your brain should let you know that this is too much muscle you are using, because where you are touching is very soft. There are no bones, so you don't want to go in like you want to break something. You're just going to pinch down a little, and you're going to do this. So if you're going, you can alternate. You can go in circles, or you can go left and right, with a little pressure on it. If you're doing a good job, how are you going to know? She's going to keep getting lubricated because if the clit is enjoying what you're doing, it's going to keep producing that slimy liquid. Now, you're going to keep doing that, and you're going to use your other hands to touch her boobs and massage her body. And if you're using your mouth, then that's something that will blow her mind. And when you're using your lips, you do the same thing. You lick around it, and then you do the suction method, where you suck a little on the cleats. Now, some people will go extra to put their fingers inside the entrance of the vagina while their mouth is on top of the cleats. So if they are doing the suction, like they are sucking on the cleats, they will put their fingers inside and they will be doing something like this while they are sucking on the surface of the cleats. This will blow her mind. This will blow her mind so much. But because a lot of you are sensitive in putting your mouths on her vagina, it is okay to use your fingers. Go in circles or go left and right. Apply a little pressure and let you ask your girl if she's enjoying what you're doing. You could also ask her if you should go a bit faster or a bit slower, or more pressure or less pressure. And if she's comfortable with you, she's going to tell you exactly what she wants. The second way to give a woman another mind-blowing orgasm is by penetration. And by penetration, I mean by hitting on the G-spot. You can also do it with your finger, or you can use your big man. But because we're not talking about your big man today, we're talking about using your fingers, and the G-spot is not far from the vagina opening. It's about 2 inches. When you're trying to go in, it is rough-like surface on the upper wall of her vagina. So if you're going into her vagina where the G-spot is, you're going to feel it. It looks like a rough-like surface, and so it looks somehow rough here. You're going to put your finger inside while you are pressing, also a little pressure, nothing much. If you keep doing this and you feel that she's really slimy and she's giving you all of those wetness, if you decide to do something like this, if you have enough room to shake it off while you're rubbing on the G-spot, you might even get some splash, which is squirting. So that's the end of video for today. Let me know about what you think. All right, until next time, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and share before you leave. Keep living life, keeping champs, and bye for now.